feel the vibes of what's out there. It's Scottsdale's Vibe. It's Alicia. How you doing?
I'm great. Good morning. Good to see you.
And the podcast that keeps us in the vibes of what's
That's
happening around Scottsdale. Not just Scottsdale, just around actually Arizona, because it's kind of interesting that, things that happen around there come into Scottsdale, around the state comes into Scottsdale.
Well, that's just it. I mean, everyone's like, it's home in the valley because everything that happens affects all of us. You know, it's not just the city you live in or anything like that.
And so you got to listen to these past podcasts that you've done because it's talked about some things that have already gone on, but it's kind of interesting you're getting a different take on it from them, and it's great to hear these. So let's go through them because you said you talked with the mayor, and he said something was really cool. And what was
I did. So I got to interview Mayor Ortega earlier this month, the end of January, and he used the line "Scottsdale smiles," and I think that's exactly how I feel right now. Scottsdale is smiling. We are in full force with everything that's going on and everyone coming to town. And it really just stuck with me. So it's been my new line for the past few weeks of Scottsdale smiling. And I think we're doing a really good job with it.
Yeah, and we kicked it off with Barrett Jackson.
Oh my gosh, how great. It was our 50th anniversary. Got to interview Craig Jackson himself, which was great. Another thing that was, for me, so special about that one is my dad and I grew up watching that on the, on the TV. And so for him to come out here and we do it together in person with the 50th anniversary, it was really just magical for us.
Oh.
And a huge event, so much fun. I didn't get to buy anything, unfortunately.
No?
I know. I asked my dad. He said maybe next year. Either that or take a picture and send it to someone else.
That's good.
But it was a great time, yeah.
Nice. And then we moved, of course, into the Open. We just finished that, but you got a great take on this from when you did your podcast.
So the Open's great. The thing about these two is you learn so much. So I do all these interviews before the event happens. So it really just opens up a new perspective for me when I go into the Open. This year's event at the Open was the biggest one they've had yet. And that's great for two reasons. Number one, all the extra income that can go in to support the charities in the Valley is just huge. And then just what they got to do. And so I asked him, how much more room can you have on the green? And he goes, we will find more room next year to build it bigger and better. Have no fear. The concert on the 16th hole before it kicked off was it'll be happening again, I'm sure. And it was the best weather for it, too.
What could we couldn't ask for the best. And then, of course, Saturday's big, ace on number 16.
2 holes in ones in one day.
So it was crazy.
How fantastic.
So, I
only witnessed that at home, but that's fine. I was not wet.
Smart space. That's the smartest place to witness it.
I got the best view, I feel like, of it.
What else did you get to talk about?
Lots of things going on, and I think that's just we're in our seasons. We had the Open, we had Barrett Jackson, the Arabian Horse Show is kicking off. That brings in people from all over the world.
Yeah.
And I, not being from Arizona originally, just the horse home and family here is huge. And so I'm really excited that's coming up. That's a huge family event, the 17th through the 27th, so that's next. And then, it's just our time to spring. All the festivals are coming back in March and stuff like that. So I'm really excited for everything that's coming up.
Yeah.
Something else that we're really excited to start is Small Business Saturdays with the podcast.
Uh-huh.
So we love to have all the entrepreneurs and small businesses that are out here that we love to support. It's what makes this city beat, I feel like. To do episodes with them on Saturdays and feature them. So I'm really hoping to get some small businesses on the episodes and just kind of push that and do more content, out there vibing.
That's awesome. As we would look at the highlight, I mean, you've gotten out, you've been doing climbing, doing
yeah.
And there's things you can do for free that you talk about in the podcast, and things that you want to go to and stuff. And so I know we were talking before we came on, spring training and that's good. But
fingers crossed, yeah.
But what's very interesting is that there is spring ball going on. It's the minors.
Yes.
That no one realizes that the minor players are actually playing. You're just not seeing the big names, so they're all out there if you want to go see a baseball game.
They're still playing, yeah, and also T-ball starting for my kids, so there's still more baseball going on.
So exactly, people are getting that kind of. Are we allowed to bet on the teams?
I'm fine with that.
Are you?
I don't know. I'll give you a little insight. I'm not sure about the first baseman for my team.
All right.
Great pitcher.
I like this. I'm gonna go on my Caesar app. I'm gonna go on the Caesar app and look up the team. Do we know the team's name?
We're the Dodgers.
You are the Dodgers.
We're the Dodgers.
The Dodgers.
Yes,
so all right, I need to look up Dodger T-ball.
We might do it, yeah.
Yeah?
We could come through. Third season this team's played together, so fingers crossed. If not, I got a little baseball coming up in my life.
There you go.
But there's so much things, and we do a calendar of events at the end of every episode, which is great because it just kind of shows you what's coming up this week. So I always try to do one family event that's coming up, lots of date nights and stuff that are going on. Chihuly in the Desert's going on right now. I just did that. Fantastic. Go check that out at night too, because they light it all up. So there's so much to do. It's trying hard just to narrow it down to a few things to represent every year or every week. So it's great.
All right. Tell them where they can find the Scottsdale Vibe podcast.
Go to scottsdalevibes.media. We're also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you listen to a podcast. We are everywhere. And it's great. But scottsdalevibes.media is the website. It has everything listed there. That's where you can go find information for Small Business Saturday. If you'd like to be featured, all the episodes are there. And our Instagram and Facebook and all that's connected. So one-stop shop for everything.
Yes,
just like Scottsdale.
Thanks for getting us in the vibe.
I love it. I
There
can't
it
wait
is.
to see everyone out there.
And we'll see you out there in Scottsdale smiling.